Okay, and it will not apply to the exam until July 2026 when it will now go live. And from July 2026, everybody will start writing the new exam. Okay, so that takes us to the end of the information session about project management exam, the current state and what is coming in 2026 for PMBOK 8 precisely. So this takes us to the end of the session, and we move to question and answers. So do you have any question? Any questions?
Yeah, I think while I was kind of responding to some of the potential questions here, I didn't set in questions in the chat box. I don't know. Maybe I have questions to Abimbola, talking about the time for prep or family work commitment. A lot of people have challenges when it comes to getting it done, and that's really why we set up, these cohorts. When you're trying to do something by yourself, the things we have observed over time is that the tendency for you to keep pushing and pushing is very high because you don't really have like a structure, um, or you don't really have somebody who is kind of overlooking, what you are doing, and perhaps you don't also have other co-sojourners, basically people who are also trying to do the same thing as you. They are basically kind of motivating you. You're motivating one another to ensure that you get to the final goal, which is basically to be able to achieve the PMP certification. So I don't know if there's any questions basically regarding everything that we have discussed so far. However, I would like to quickly show us um, the elements that we use. So in terms of trying to answer or to even provide more information relating to what I just said now. Just give me a second here. I think maybe some people misunderstood the what is it called here now? The time zone, because I see somebody just joined. So the time zone was CST, so I don't know,
Yes.
maybe that's why some people missed that. So let me share my screen here. Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah, I can see better.
What can you see?
I can see, I think, info session winter 2026 cohorts.
Uh,
Better, okay.
oh, okay, that one. Okay. So let me change it. Can you see this, the U-Certify platform? Can you see the U-Certify platform?
No, not yet.
Okay, I don't think you guys are seeing what I want to share with you. So just give me a second here, and I'm going to quickly boot from my desk now. The noisemakers are here. I need to quickly shut my door. Just give me. Okay, can you see my screen now?
Yeah, I can see now.
Okay. So we do understand the challenges that comes with this self-study thing, and we are providing a structure. That's really what the core is about, to help you to overcome those challenges that has to do with maybe it's work commitment or family. Some of these things are priority, but of course, when it comes to professional development, they can really get in the way. So we provide this platform here that will help you, just like you are in a school. basically. If you are going to a school to study project management, this will be the same system you're going to work with. We call it learning management system. And through it, we're able to actually work with a schedule. And the interesting thing is you will see how far you are going or how far you are making progress towards your goal of getting PMP. So you will see here is showing my readiness here at 17%. And it's also showing it will take 869 days for you actually to be able to be ready. So definitely that's not what we want for you. This is showing because this is my own dashboard and I only use it once in a while. It's not something like I go or that I'm studying. So point here is that you will have a dashboard that will show your progress level. And I, as an instructor, I will actually be able to see how you're doing and we'll be able to track your progress and say, okay, do get this done by this time, dedicate this time, on a daily basis so that you can keep up with what it takes for you to be able to be prepared to take the exam. And I think having that structure goes a long way because it takes away from that situation where you are trying to, kind of juggle other things. And you know that if you have to come to the next session that we're going to have, then you have to answer to us, the assignments or maybe some of the things that you're supposed to get done for that before that time that we're going to be meeting. And the other things you will see here, there's also a pre-assessment. This pre-assessment tells us how far you have actually gone in terms of acquiring knowledge about project management and also able to identify key areas that might need your attention. So it's very, very helpful for your study. Remember, one thing that a lot of people don't get is that when you are trying to write any exam, your goal is basically to pass. Nobody expects you to know everything in the PM book. Your goal is to pass that exam. After you pass the exam, then you can do the needful of trying to now learn maybe the old PM book. But what people do is they will be reading PM book. And if that is your strategy, it's not going to work. You're just gonna end up pushing and pushing and pushing the exam forward. And we remember they're gonna introduce another book of knowledge, which will focus, should be introduced to November 2025 in the exam 2026 in the new exam. So you don't want to wait until that. We want you to get it done latest by June next year. You already have your PMP and you move on to other stuff. So you can see all the resources that are here. The interactive lessons will help in further strengthening your knowledge or further remembering. Let's just say it that way. We don't want you to memorize anything. All we want is, because these exams are scenario based, so it's not something like you just want to cram stuff and go and dump. No, they will ask you based on what you've actually been able to understand in the book of knowledge. And our structure here helps you to be able to achieve specifically that. There are practice tests you can use like mock exams. Beside all of this that is provided here, there's also a section here that actually lists. So if you were looking at your own, it would list to you all the things that you're working on. So you can see this, if this is set up in a normal cohort, you will see all the pre-assessment that are set up for you, the tests and also the post assessment that you're supposed to do. So it's more or less like a kind of a schedule. And on that schedule, based on what you saw on the dashboard here now, because that schedule, your dashboard showing readiness 17% is actually connected to a plan. So you can see the plan here showing the date, and it also is showing your scores and everything. And then we'll be able to see, okay, what area you're performing, what area where you have challenges. You can see the ones that has been taken so far here, showing the performances, and then you'll be able to, you might, I'm saying this from an instructor's point of view. For you, you'll be able to actually review, like I think you can be able to click on each of these assessment and then go over it to really see where you are challenges. And then to know what area you might need to go into that PM book now to go and look at those things you didn't get right. Does that make sense? So you walk from basically from answer. Okay, so you walk from basically answer to question is what I'm trying to say here. So you are not like focusing your effort on PM ball and then trying to figure out answer. No, look at the answer, what you got wrong, what you got right, and then the ones that you go wrong where you think there is actually a need for you to now go to the materials, which you also have here, by the way. You can now go into the materials and now go and see what you actually go wrong. That will be under lessons here. You will see interactive lessons. So these lessons, as you can see them here, we don't want you to go through it one after the other. No, that's what the instructor role is. The instructor is helping you to do how do I call it now? A very quick way of grasping all of the knowledge from his own experience, from his examples that you also have that you can relate with to help you to really understand the concept that he's teaching. So there is no point for you to now be going to the PM book to go and be reading that like you're reading the Bible. No, we want you to be able to quickly um, within the 6 weeks of the cohort to grasp everything that is needed to be able to attempt the exams and then also to go through all of those. After the post-exam, we're also going to monitor you until the time you take the exam. We're going to be having like a check-in to make sure that you're on track, as you would see indicated on this uh, the dashboard. So these are all of the lessons that are basically content that you see in the dashboard. If you click on, let's say, project scope, for example, you can see everything is stated here. The fun part also is that there will be some assessments you can do. You can see there are cards here that are related to this content. There are quizzes that are related to it. And what I always tell people is that use this as a way for you to quickly grasp what they're saying. Don't go through it and then reading it like you're reading some novel. No, just do the quiz, go through the cards based on what we have taught during the sessions, right? And then you can quickly know if this is something you have to now go in that material and know the details and to figure out perhaps whatever you are missing when you go through the quiz and the cards. So that's the way I would normally encourage to do this. And this is my kind of quick overview on the LMS. So just to let you know that the LMS is there to support you to ensure that there is this schedule that you're working with. It's not like something you're just, reading casually. And this is what leads to people always, because like I always say, life happens. You're reading for PMP exams, you don't have a structure, you don't have a schedule, but guess what? Your daughter has a birthday, you have to plan for it. You have a job to do at work, you have a new project that is going, and then you have to put all your effort in all of this. People tend to lose the sense of time, and then before you know, boom, that scheduled exam is in their face and they have to push it again. And I've seen people do this, and all the trainings they did go to waste. And even the materials they bought, everything go to waste because there was really no structure in place for them to be able to get prepared and ready to write the exam. So we have that structure here to help provide you that, to follow up even after the cohort to make sure that you're steady on the preparation to achieve that PMP certification as soon as possible. So that's what I would like to provide to you in terms of the presentation. The one other thing I would like to say here is that if you are preparing for PMP, you need to schedule your exam. If you haven't scheduled your exam, you are not ready. Let's just put it that way, because the moment you schedule your exam, then you will start prioritizing your resources towards writing that exam. But if you have never done that, every other thing will be priority except that PMP exam. That's the way it works. So, but I don't know if there's any question that anybody might have. Our course is coming up January. Uh, we're actually offering 20% discount to those who will be able to register before I believe the end of this month. I couldn't remember. I know there's a particular deadline there, and if this is something that will be of interest to you to join to gain access to these resources to make sure that you pass it before they introduce the new exams, then we would like to speak to you. I'll put a link here that you can use to do like a quick 15 minutes chat. I know a lot of people might not want to talk about their own specific details or challenges or how they kind of help that they need here. So I'll put this here for you to schedule a 15 minutes chat that we can, provide more, information or to provide any type of support. Otherwise, in terms of maybe career, I've seen a lot of people would say, oh, they want to do this stuff, and then when you ask them why they want to do it, you are just wondering if indeed it's what is next for them in their career progress or in their professional development. So in order for us to take all of that into consideration, when you're planning for these exams, to make sure that you're actually ready and it's the next big thing for you to undertake, you can schedule a 15 minutes chat there and then we can talk more about it. That's it for me, guys. I don't see any questions beyond what we have heard earlier. Please, how much does the training cost? So the training costs 1,500. That's the published price. But if you are able to register sooner, it's $1,200. That's what the training is, and it entails all of this: the instruction, the learning management systems that you will gain access to. And like I always tell people, that $300 that you would save will go towards registering for the exam. So don't miss the opportunity if it's something that you really have on your plan for 2026. Just get it out of the way already. We have fine funding plans. If that is something that might get in the way, I don't see anybody saying that money gets in the way. When I was asking questions earlier, that's why I didn't talk about that. But if that is one of those things, I know that there are priorities, there are limited resources that we have. So we provide funding, especially if uh, you are a PR, like you're permanent resident, and you're also a citizen. We all, this is also for people who are registered refugees on record. So it doesn't mean that you could actually still be going through whatever process, but as long as the government has your record as somebody who is a refugee, then you also are eligible for that funding process. So all of this we can discuss, over the phone when we schedule. The funding one that I talked about is something that has to do with a partner that we work with. They are also government um, sponsored, so it's through the government funding that they provide that to, and they also deal with anything beyond just even professional development. If there are any other issues that will require some funding to help you in integrating successfully in Canada, this partner that we work with are able to support with that. Besides that, if that's not your thing, you would rather go through your own payment on your own, then we provide instrumental payment as well to help you to cross that bridge when it comes to funding. I also provided a link to get more information about the cohorts that are coming up. You can use that information to also use that link to get more information as well. So that's it for me. I don't know if anybody have any other question. That's the one that I've seen so far relating to training costs. I don't see any other question here. All right, so thanks guys for joining us. We will still have another session. For those who are not able to join, we can send them a recording here, but we would still try to see if we can have something maybe specifically on the upcoming exam changes. And that'll probably be sometimes in January. So thanks for joining us. Again, use that link to schedule a 15 minutes chat. We can talk more, if it's something you're not able to say here. Maybe it has to do specifically with your own situation. Let's talk about it. Bye for now, guys. Talib, thanks so much for the support and the information provided. I would like to actually have like a quick one with you before you go, Talib, once they're all gone. Um, You'll receive a survey, guys. Help us with that. We like to have such feedback so that we can improve on our stuff and be able to get more value for you guys. So help us with that. Thanks, Grace. Okay, so Khalid, there's this question that let me see. Let me quickly get that from my. I think it's something that has to do with the upcoming session. And I want to, since I have you here, I want us to kind of have it. So it's like more like having some information that we send in our email to potential participants. I know I sent it to you, or maybe you didn't see that. Let me just give me a second. Let me go through my stuff here. Professional. The one I'm looking for is actually the project management. PMP. Mhm, 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 mhm. Mhm. I'm coming. Just trying to
Yeah.
look through my materials here. Okay.
Can I exit Titilola and Grace?
I'm not sure they are there. Because if they're there, they'll
Okay.
have dropped off. So there's something about the instructor. Yeah. So like instructor introduction. Is something you can do here because we're on a recording and then I can capture, I can clip it in one of our,
Instructor introduction, like how?
yeah. Or you prefer to do it on your own and send it to me?
Is it a recording?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so probably, let me do that on my own. I might need to generate a script for that.
Oh, okay, okay.
And probably maybe what and what do you
Um,
want? Do you actually want to see?
so basically you can just speak to, the fact that you are a certified
Okay,
instructor
okay, okay,
and just kind of give them an overview of how it makes a difference to, to have an
okay.
instructor
So yeah,
teach
a
online
PMI
rather
certified instructor. Yeah,
than self-study,
yeah, it's a
Um,
good self study. Yeah, true. Okay, okay.
so
That
the
just like
other
maybe
one,
maximum of 1 minute, less than one
yeah,
minute or
yeah,
1 minute recording.
yeah,
Okay,
very
that's fine.
short, yeah. So
Yeah.
there's this one live QA and Q question and answer clip with instructor.
Okay.
So I don't know the one that's actually the one I was targeting that we can do here. So I can like ask you some questions and then you can answer some of the questions and then we can have it for posting. Let me see. Give me a sec here. Okay.
Funny enough, I have another engagement for I think
What?
today 4:20
Oh,
and
420.
so I think
So
we
can we
can
do this
we
later?
reschedule this? Can we, yeah, can we, yeah, I think we can do
Okay,
this
okay,
a bit
let's do
later.
this
Maybe
later.
today or maybe tomorrow.
Okay, okay, no
We can
problem.
just do maybe like a 15-20 minutes tomorrow. We'll
Mm-hmm.
do it together.
All right then.
I think that
All right.
works.
Yeah, I will send you the questions and then you
Sense,
can.
yeah, send the questions so that tomorrow we can just get in a call and 20 minutes and then we just quickly do it.
All right then. All right. Got
Okay.
it. All right.
All right. Thanks, Bearden.